Hey, we're live and good mountain morning to you here on this fine Monday morning. Guess what day it is? And it ain't the one you think. No, we right back here and ready for another Mountain Morning Show on, it's a Mountain Monday morning again. So right here in action-packed Pigeon Forge, right in the foothills of the beautiful Smoky Mountains in East Tennessee. You just cannot beat it, can you, Mountain Man?
No.
I'm Robert Ober, your host, along with Wayne McCarter, Mountain Man, and we are here to, what are we going to, hey, we are celebrating. This has been about a year, isn't it? This is
a year.
1 year anniversary. It may not be the exact day, but it's about the same time. So we're going to consider this. It's close. It's close enough that we can consider this kind of our anniversary of Mountain Morning Show. So what we're going to do, we'll do a little bit of reminiscing, and we may even do just a little bit of picking on some very unusual instruments. We'll wait till about the end of the program to kind of pull a little bit of a surprise on the folks.
Been a real blessing.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful year, and we've had a lot of fun. We've had some heartaches, and we've had some problems that we had to work through, and so that goes along with it. That's when progress shows up, is when you're working your way through. If you give up, well, then that's the end of it. I mean,
being part of something and watching it grow, isn't that wonderful?
And we're going to talk just a little bit about that. But right now, we're going to do an intro, and we will be right back. Show here, and we just having a lot of fun here. We've had some technical difficulties, so some of you, this will be a little late. We've had some technical difficulties, but I think we've solved the problem.
Hang in
there. Get her done. That's the way you got to do, and just keep right on rolling, moving along. You know, this is a part of growth, is working your way through whatever problem comes up against you. And you never know, technology and high-tech
anybody
stuff,
with a computer knows the problem.
Yeah, you can run into a little glitch here or there, and you have to work your way through it, solve the problem, and go on. And but this, looking back on the year, we've had a lot of fun, and we have. Part of the fun is right here in front of you. If you look at the little props that we have here, the stick man. What'd you call that little stick man?
I called that the Robert Ombie doll.
Yeah, you did.
First, I did.
Yeah, and you walking through the yard and you found that.
I found that stick laying there in the yard, and I thought, man, that looks like my buddy.
Oh. And then I found the one that I thought looked like you.
Mm-hmm. A little round around the middle, maybe.
Yeah, kind of the little round mound there, and the Mountain Man. So, but those two props, those two characters have seen a lot of. They've been out and about around the world. A lot of people have seen those, and that's been part of this year of Mountain Morning Show. And so we're proud of those little props. I mean, it's just little silly, little fun things that we do here in the mountains. You know, you got to utilize your free time, your spare time. You got to do something creative.
Really,
and that's about as creative as we could get.
When you can poke at each other and still love each other this evening, well, then that's pretty good.
Yeah,
you know?
We covered. We just gone through. Our thoughts are with a lot of people out there. We just gone through some heavy rain, flooding here in this area. We had flood, had the road flooded up our way right below us. Just kind of right below us there. We couldn't get but about about a mile and a half away from.
You had to watch too about getting back.
You had to watch about getting back because the creeks were.
The
creeks were up and running all over the place, and every little ditch was full of running water and running into the creeks, and it just kept going, kept building. A lot of people had a lot of damage.
Creek out back.
You can sleep good.
You
bet
that
you.
That
I
roar,
love it.
I love it.
The roar of that water coming down through there. That does. It can make you kind of go off into la land in your sleep, and kind of helps with that. But we really had an interesting year, and looking back on that, we had the spring parade. Used to be called the Dolly Parade. They changed it to the Smoky Mountain Spring.
We got started off with the rod run.
We got started off with the rod run, yeah, and then we had coverage of the parade. Had some good coverage of that, and then right after that, not long after that, we had the Bloom and Barbecue and Bluegrass Festival. And now that was one of the problem spots that we ran into. And Bob Denny, our director out here, he looked at me and he's, should we just call it off? No, well, let's go pull this thing off. And we did it. We got her done. We went out and we did it. And had to do it solo. We had to run the camera, and
try to stay dry.
I tried to stay. It went
and
through
wind
a
not blow
windstorm.
You away.
Had to hold to the canopy that was covering the anchor desk where I was seated, and I was about the only one there. Someone else came through and helped hold it down, and keep it from all just blowing away from right over top of us.
A lot of the programs you can see, you can still watch.
Those are archived. You can go back to Mountain Fun Life channel and you can see those some of those archived programs. And but it was a lot of fun. You didn't get to be on that one. You were not there because your wife was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And so you didn't get to help on that one, and some of the other folks had things come up that they couldn't be there. So. It was a lot of fun, but that was kind of a toughie to work our way through, but we got through it. And then we had the 4th of July came up, and we covered the Patriot Park, the activities at Patriot Park. That was a lot of fun. Now that was a hot day. I mean, we were toasting out in the sun on that one. You didn't get to help on that one either, did you?
I can't walk that much. You couldn't. Just a little more distance
that one was a little.
Man can cover.
We understood. Yeah, we understood, and we did have some extra help on that one, and we got over there and covered all the activities. And Bob, he even stayed. Bob Denny, he stayed. He and his wife Karina stayed late and got some nice. Video of the fireworks later on that night, and that was a really, really, really fun time.
It was a good show.
It was tiresome. We met a lot of nice people, and I'm telling you, that heat can really take the life out of you. I mean, zap! It's just gone.
It wasn't cool.
No.
When we done the fire.
When we yeah, that was the
And
I think that was the
not just
next
that,
one.
it-
You got the help on that one about
We
every
got
night,
wet
didn't
a time or two. Seems like every time Brother Bob gets out there, he gets
you?
wet.
he films up a storm. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
that's it. Is that how we can say
production,
that?
he
He
produces
films
up
up
a
a
storm.
storm.
He produces up a storm. Yeah, you know, I hadn't thought of that. That happens about every time with him. Why do you think that is?
Mhm. He likes it though.
He likes it, and we enjoyed it too. And
Mm-hmm.
again, we had to hold the canopy down to keep the we had thunderstorm,
Took two
lightning,
more of us over there. It
blowing.
blowed pretty good, didn't it?
Man,
Rain, oh mercy! And then ours all Brother Bob's equipment. We're
yeah,
trying to keep
Having
it dry.
having to keep equipment. Those cameras.
He might even have lost a piece or two there, getting wet.
some of the connection boxes
Yeah,
and things like
I mean, it's part of the game.
that. It's a lot of people. I think a lot of people, they may not realize, they see us when we're on the camera. They see us when we're in the active mode. They don't see the real action. The real action is before the cameras go on, and sometimes when they're on and you have to shut them off. When you got a thunderstorm right over your head on top of you, and
Yeah.
lightning dancing all around you, you have to.
a lot of
you have
money
to-
though, if you
it
don't.
Sure is.
I mean, we got to protect Bob too.
Yeah, and but you know that's part of it, and we thoroughly enjoyed that. We enjoyed meeting all the nice people. So many nice people. The vendors at the Sevier County Fair, and hopefully maybe we can do that again, and get to have that kind of fun again. And that was a
A
whole
lot of people.
what was 7 days
7
that we
days?
were there.
Mm-hmm.
7 days, the entire week. As a matter of fact, I think it was estimated that was the most comprehensive coverage in the history of the Sevier County Fair. That was the most comprehensive coverage that it ever had. Was the coverage that Mountain Fun Life
It's
did.
always
at
fun
that.
time of year though.
It is. It's a fun time of year, and we enjoyed. My wife enjoys going through and looking at the animals, and we went
I
through there.
enjoyed the animals.
You going through the
Especially
chickens.
them chickens.
You see them chickens? Yeah.
Mhm.
How your chickens doing
Hey,
anyway?
I was digging through my billfold the other day looking for an insurance card, and I run across her card that she gave me. So I still have her card.
Oh, the chicken lady.
lady.
The
Mhm.
chicken lady, Ruth.
Ruth.
Is that her name?
That's
Ruth,
her
the chicken
name,
lady.
Ruth.
Hi, Ruth, if you're watching. We had a good time and sure did enjoy meeting you and those chickens that she had. What did they call her? The chicken whisperer.
The chicken whisperer. Yeah.
And she would carry. I'd never seen that done before. That
Yeah.
she would bring out a
different bird.
A different bird
About
every
every
day.
other 2 hours, she'd
And,
get a
yeah.
different bird, and it was a real passion for the birds.
And they would just calmly let people pet them, and she'd walk around all over the fairground.
Most
showing those-
roosters eat you up. now.
Oh yeah, they sure will. But anyway, that was a fun time. And then not only that, we had the premiere of the family feature film, The Silver Dollar Fish. And Silver Dollar Fish premiered at Hall Cinema. We all got together and went down there. And you didn't get to go on
I
that
didn't
one,
go.
did you?
No.
You were having some health problems yourself
Mhm.
on that particular time, and you're still having somewhat of a battle. But
I'm
you're-
not as perky as I used to be.
But anyway, well, the premiere of the Silver Dollar Fish that was produced by our own Bob Denny, who's out there running the machinery again today, and we, he does a lot of good work. It's just if you've never seen the family feature film Silver Dollar Fish, I think maybe that's available now they can go to YouTube, or they can go. I think they can even download that now. I'll have to get more information on that, but I think it's available over the internet where they can go and see this family feature film, and it's really good. Bob did a super job with it.
Take just a minute to brag on Brother Bob a little. You know, when I first come over here, he talked about his vision.
Right.
Not what he was doing, but his vision of what he wanted to do.
Right.
And now he's going some great places, and he's trying to get that out. I mean, Brother Bob is putting the Lord out there.
He's
I'm
been.
going to pat him on the back for that.
Been a blessing.
He has, and he's went forward and leaps and bounds with it. And that's, I think, a lot of it is the Lord looked down and seen the potential of what Brother Bob can do.
Well,
and I believe he's a blessed man.
Right. And when we began here, there've been a lot of improvements made here, just to the studios here, that the radio room
going
here,
forward.
and the main TV set, and going forward, and the kitchen set, and of course we've got the deck.
The hard work Brother Bob's put into all of it. Maybe it'll pretty up the whole weekend.
Get out there and do a cooking
grill something.
Do a grill, and we've got a set on the deck out back, and we've not even got to utilize that. I don't think
it's
yet.
just been too bad since we done it.
Well, it was already getting out into fall of the year, and we had a lot of things coming up that we had to
there's
get
new
done.
things happening here. Just keep watching.
Keep
watching. Don't turn us off just yet.
Don't turn us off yet, because there's a lot going on that we are so excited about. Hey, the radio program and the TV. And see, we got the Mountain Fun Life Network, and then we got Creative Christian Net, and now Bob has added on the Independent American TV Network. Now, from what I understand, see, now he's been halfway around the world or more, maybe almost all the way, at least halfway, Kenya, and all the way over into the land of Israel, Holy Land, what we know as the Holy Land, and he's involved in. We're getting TV studios in each of those in Israel. And I think the one in Kenya is already going
on Facebook.
Posting some, yes, and it's a great work.
You follow that,
yeah. And what do you played? You're a man of few words. You don't say just a whole lot, but when you do, it means a lot. So what do you think about all this that's going on that we've been through?
I think it's great. I mean, I enjoyed the year. I won't lie, I did. I enjoyed the year. I like to sit back and watch other people enjoy, and it's been different for me.
It's been different for me. I had really been out of anything public as far as radio and television. I began with Channel 3 cable TV, the first cable channel that was in Gatlinburg. I was with 2 or 3 different shows up there, and then had my own show on Channel 3 cable TV of Gatlinburg. I don't know. Maybe they had 35, 45 homes, something like that. Maybe we had a few hundred. But it was fun. Had one little camera that had to do everything. Just try to swivel around and get the different whatever was going on of the shows. But that was a lot of fun, and that was a great experience for me. That's the first time that I'd ever done a solo show. Of course, I had a band with me, but we had a little mountain country, bluegrass country band, called the Countrymen, and then I was with the historic Jim Ball and the Mountain Boys, and we had a mountain bluegrass show I participated with him on Channel 3. And that little cable network, I thought that was really something. The first cable TV network, as far as I know of in East Tennessee area. And to help get to do a little, to pioneer that was really something. And then I did several of the other biggies around Knox County, Knoxville area, and was on some of the big time shows. And that was another good experience.
Got into radio. A lot of talent come out of this little area, didn't it?
A lot of talent. And of course, I grew up. My mother and my older siblings, older sister and brother, two sisters, brother, they had a singing group, and they would drag me when I was just a little kid around to the different radio stations in Maryville and Newport and Sevierville and Knoxville, and we'd be going around all of it, and I'd be going in, I was just amazed. And now it's just I walk in, and of course I had to get a little bit used to it again because I hadn't done it in a while. But anyway, before we run out of time, I was just thinking about the blessings that we have had, and I got to thinking about appropriate scriptures that would fit that. And I found a couple here that just really, I thought, man, I've got to get this on Mountain Morning Show. And the first one is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not evil, to give you an expected end. To give you an expected end. And to do good and not evil or calamity. The evil always comes from the other side. And that's what we have to be on guard for, because when you're trying to do something good, you always have evil coming at you, or maybe not necessarily evil. Sometimes it's just adversity. And we have to work our way through those adversities. And then the next one is Matthew 6:25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what you shall eat, or what you shall drink, nor yet for your body what you shall put on. Of course, we've got to have something on, We've got to be mindful of that. But we're not to be overburdened with things like that. Is not life more than meat, and the body more than raiment? So life itself is to be where our concentration is at, not necessarily of, we got to have the best clothes, or we got to dress like this. We got to be in style, and we got to do all, we got to store up some extra food, this, that, and the other. We're not to be. Doesn't mean that we shouldn't make preparations and be prepared with the things that we need. We have to do that. But I think what this is saying is don't let that be your main source of thinking. Don't let your thought processes consume you with your daily needs, but to think about the one who supplies those needs.
The Lord wants us to have joy in our life. And
yes.
And if you put it all into a house or a vehicle, then there's your joy.
You're right.
I mean, you don't put it above. Don't put the little things above. And he said, for he who loves the world, he who loves life. Yes,
yeah. And necessities. We all have necessities, things that we need, but we're not to be consumed with those. He knows what we need.
He provides.
And we're not to be so consumed that our thinking and that our life is lived in a turmoil and worrying about, how we're going to, we need this, we need that, we need this, we need that. And when you get wrapped up in that kind of
we don't know
attitude,
ourselves what we need.
No, we don't.
We really don't.
A lot of the things that we think we need are just wants. To be honest, folks, that's a lot of our problem. A lot of things that we think we need are things that we don't need at all.
Exactly.
And a lot of people, Bob was talking about.
I used to pray for snow really hard so I didn't have to go to school.
Bob was
I didn't
talking about,
understand why it didn't come.
yeah. Bob
But
was
then
mentioning.
you get older, you learn.
Bob was mentioning about the other, in Kenya and some of the other countries that he's been to, that a lot of people, a lot of the little things that we think are just not important is such a blessing to them. They think it's, wow.
When you see what they don't have, makes you a
Right.
whole lot more proud of what you do have.
Yeah, right.
If you've been over anywhere out
Right.
there and seen
I have never traveled outside of the United States, and I've only seen it on TV, read about it, heard about it, and things like that. But to personally experience it the way that he was describing, it's got to be heart-wrenching to see some of the conditions that people live in, and the real needs that they have that they don't have. And
Exactly.
and that's where people of faith, people who have hope, they need to be an encouragement and help, and to be mindful of others around them. And that's what makes life a whole lot better, is to take note that, hey, I'm not the only one on planet Earth. I'm not the only one here.
Exactly.
There are others who are in need, and that we have to be mindful of those needs. Before we run out of time, speaking of fun, let's have a little fun. We're going to, matter of fact, we'll just let Bob take us on out, and we got something. We come up with these unusual instruments. We've been doing this all the season long, all year long. We come up with gourd guitars. And you got, if you'll get that bass right there, we got a gourd bass.
We're going to stand this up here and play it like and we're going to play that just like stand-up bass.
Right.
Some open strings and let her go.
And I'll maybe getting out of view of the camera here, but we're going to have a little fun. Now, this right here, what this is good for, now this is a brilliant idea. You can hear my voice is echoing. This is a brilliant idea. We're going to do a little tune here that's called the Milk Pail or the Milk Bucket Blues. Now, here's the benefit of having something like this. If you go out to milk the cow, and the cow gets ornery and kicks the milk bucket over and spills your milk all over the place, instead of getting frustrated and whipping the cow or saying choice words that you shouldn't be saying, what you do is you just pick that milk bucket up and you play the Milk Bucket Blues. So let's pick a little bit of the Milk Bucket Blues. Say bye, Mountain Man.
Bye, Mountain Man.
You do it every time.